The Surrey area added over 50,000 new residents in the past 5 years. That's more growth than any other city in Metro Vancouver. But here's what most buyers don't realize. The neighborhoods everyone's rushing into, they could actually be the worst long-term investments. I'm Scott Moe, and knowing what I know today after working here for over 20 years, I'll tell you my personal #1 pick at the end as to where I'd move in Surrey today. Only one area checks every box for long-term value. Quick note before we jump in, I'm going to talk about Surrey and the nearby areas that are the main markets that we work in, like Langley and White Rock, because when I work with clients in these neighborhoods every day, they're all connected to Surrey's growth story. So if you're thinking about Surrey, you need to know about these other options too. All right, let's dive in. Clayton Heights just got picked as an energy shift neighborhood in Surrey's 2041 plan, which means a rapid transit station is coming. That's the kind of change that can turn a starter home into real equity. Look, first-time buyers need homes that are affordable and also grow in value. It's not just about buying your first place. You've got to think about what it'll be worth in 5 or 10 years. Newer builds, top-rated schools, and future transit matter because those are the things that push prices up. Clayton Heights has townhomes, condos, entry-level detached homes, and everything is walkable to brand new schools and shops. Here's the key part. You're buying into infrastructure that isn't built yet, and that makes the area more connected and more valuable later. When that SkyTrain opens, you're already owning a property that benefits from it. Now let's talk about Willoughby in Langley. There are tons of new townhomes and condos and easy access to Highway 1, which is a big deal if you work in Surrey or other parts of Vancouver. That kind of commute flexibility matters when you're building your career and you don't want to be stuck in one place. And the luxury market we'll cover later is a totally different story. And I'll show you why that price gap is bigger than most people expect. But first, let's finish this part. Now, another area is Grandview Heights, which is a little bit more established, but still has newer builds. You've got great shopping at Grandview Corners and schools families really want. It attracts move-up buyers, so it just keeps getting more popular. For you as a first-time buyer, that means when you're ready to sell, there's already a group of buyers looking for exactly what you've got. These starter neighborhoods help you get a foothold in Surrey's growth story. Then once you've built your equity and you're ready for a detached home with a yard, maybe you got kids or you just want more space, the move-up options get really interesting. Now before we move on, if you're actively looking in Surrey, Langley, or White Rock, and you want to understand your options based on your real budget and timeline, I help buyers with this every day. My contact info is in the description below. Give me a call, I can walk you through the current listings in any of these neighborhoods. All right, back to the video. Walnut Grove in Langley has been around long enough to have mature trees and established parks, but the homes are still new enough that you're not dealing with big renovations right away. Move-up buyers want detached homes, newer builds with less problems. But at this point, you're probably thinking about schools for your kids, space for a home office, maybe a backyard where the kids can actually play. You need neighborhoods with strong family amenities because you're not just buying a house anymore, you're buying a lifestyle. Walnut Grove in Langley is established, quiet, and family focused. You've got access to top-rated schools, tons of parks. Think Walnut Grove Community Park, Walnut Grove Community Center right there, all within walking distance. It has that suburban feel with mature trees and a real sense of community. It's the kind of place where neighbors know each other, kids still ride the bikes down the streets, things like that. And Walnut Grove works for growing families, not just first-time buyers. You can grow into these neighborhoods instead of growing out of them. And when we get to my personal pick at the end, you'll see why I think one specific area beats all of these for long-term value. And it's where I'd put my own family, so stick around. Now, South Surrey, especially Grandview Heights and Morgan Heights, has newer detached homes, townhomes, condos, and top schools like Morgan Elementary and Southridge Independent School. These are the schools that families move across the city to get into. Plus, shopping is easy and close, about 5 minutes away. So you're not spending your weekends, driving all over the place to run errands. Now, moving just over to Brookswood in Langley, another great option. You've got larger lots there, which means room for additions, secondary suites for rental income, or just more space for the kids to play. That rental suite can help you cover your mortgage or property taxes. and it gives you more options later on. Homes here are usually older, but you can buy something with solid bones, make updates on your own timeline, end up, with exactly what you want. So that's where families are putting down roots. But if you're past the kids and carpool stage, maybe your kids are growing up, or you just want a simpler life, Surrey has neighborhoods built for a totally different lifestyle. Marine Drive in White Rock is lined with shops, cafes, restaurants, and the promenade and ocean is right there. You can walk out your door, be at the ocean in less than a minute. And here, downsizers want smaller, upscale homes close to everything they need. They don't want the stress of a big property anymore. No yard work, no extra rooms you never use. At this stage, it's about comfort and ease. If you're looking for a condo, whether it's an older one or even a brand new one with ocean views, White Rock has you covered. White Rock has a relaxed coastal feel that downsizers love, and the home values here have stayed strong for decades. That kind of stability matters when you're thinking about retirement and want to know that your investment's safe. Another area, Morgan Creek in South Surrey, is a golf community with high-end homes on larger lots and luxury townhomes. The streets are quiet, the homes are well cared for, and it feels like a resort without paying full resort prices. Plus, there's a new condo community planned across the street from the golf course. It's getting closer to construction after years of public consultation. And when I find out more about that development, I'll definitely have to drop another video here on my channel. That means more choices for people who want the Morgan Creek lifestyle without buying a full house or townhouse. And the luxury estates I'm breaking down next are nearby, but we're talking about a totally different price level. That's coming up. Another great area, Murrayville in Langley, offers a great mix of homes, including ranchers and single-level townhomes, which is a big deal if you're thinking about aging in place. You're close to Langley Memorial Hospital, and there are lots of condos, designed with low maintenance living and easy access to healthcare. That kind of peace of mind matters when you're planning your next chapter. The luxury market we're moving into next is the opposite. It's about having everything with no compromises, just the best of everything. Now, Elgin Chantrell homes in South Surrey aren't just big. We're talking about custom builds on large lots, mature trees, and that established old money feel you can't copy with new construction. Luxury buyers want privacy, status, and easy access to Vancouver and nature, and only a few neighborhoods really deliver that. These are estate homes that feel like a different world. You're buying into an exclusive community where every home feels like one of a kind. These homes are built for resort-style living without leaving Surrey. You get that private club vibe, but you're still close enough that you can be downtown in Vancouver, in about 45 minutes when you really need to be. White Rock, Crescent Beach, Ocean Park offer different waterfront options, some with views that are like endless. Honestly, I've been in some homes here and make your jaw drop. You wake up to the ocean and you're still close to restaurants and shops, and you got that mix of, beach walkability, community, luxury finishing. It's very hard to find anywhere else in Metro Vancouver. Another spot, Campbell Valley in Langley. This place is all about acreages, vineyards, horse properties. You get wide open space and total privacy. And it's far enough out to feel like you're in the countryside, but still it's only about an hour away from downtown Vancouver. So if you want space where your neighbors aren't right next door, this is an area you want to look at. Fort Langley offers historic charm, but it still comes at a premium price. You get a small town feel with easy access to the highway to get into Metro Vancouver and things like that. Some buyers at this level want something different, not just another estate, but a place with character and history. So those are the luxury options. And if you've been waiting for my answer, here it is. If I'm moving to Surrey today, I'm moving to Morgan Creek, and it's not even a question mark. This place checks all the boxes for me. My kids would go to school nearby at Morgan Elementary or Southridge School, one of the top public and private schools in Surrey. And I don't take that lightly. Education matters, and knowing my kids are getting that strong start is huge. Morgan Creek Golf Course is right there too. So even if you don't play, having that green space and, calm setting adds a lot to daily life. And if you do play, hey, you're in for a treat. Hands down, I think one of the nicest public courses in Metro Vancouver. And if you check my Golf Canada handicap, you'll see I choose to play there quite a bit. Highway 99 is close. You get access to the north to Vancouver, Richmond, or south to the US border super fast. Border trips and shopping are easy. The neighborhood is quiet, mature, and upscale without, feeling stuffy or showy. There's a real community here. People actually know their neighbors. And Morgan Creek has held its value really well over the years. Even when the market slows down, this area stays steady because the demand is always there. And this new condo development will bring more interest, more amenities, and more energy to the area. And that supports long-term value. So if you're putting down roots in Surrey, Morgan Creek is hard to beat. It's where I'd raise my family, and it's where I'd want to be for the next 20 years. That's my pick. But like I said, Surrey and Langley offer something for everyone. It all comes down to, where you are in life and what matters most to you. So that's where the smart money's going in 2026. Whether you're just starting out or you're ready for your next move, Surrey has a neighborhood that fits your life. And if you want a full breakdown of what's available in any of these areas, or you need help figuring out which neighborhood actually works for you, your family, your budget, your lifestyle, send me an email at info@moteam.ca. And speaking of homes that move fast, why don't you take a tour of a rancher on a big 7,000 square foot lot in South Surrey. We're touring that next. I'll put a link to that video up here. So take a watch through that if you want to see what this kind of space and location looks like. Hey, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one.